I see it as so few of us right now on this planet seem to be paying any attention at all to what's being presented, or in our efforts to find ways to see if we can't be of assistance when the real guides decide there's an opportunity to let other people become aware of a lot of this stuff that we're becoming aware of, like the 5 bodies, the 4 invisible bodies, and the real universes, and real freedom, and real love. And it just seems like, I guess this is the process at the present that is growing into whatever it's going to turn into. I guess there's only so many people that are ready on Earth to pay attention when they're given the opportunity, and how to let them know that if they don't pay attention when it's being offered, that their future lifetimes are dependent on this very present decision of to pay attention to what life's all about, why we came here. And it's just amazing almost that so few out of the billions, even on this one planet, seem to have any interest at this time yet about other things than just the personal life and all the job stuff and house stuff and politics stuff and on and on and on. When they're not really aware, you hear people call themselves environmentalists and things like this, and then you see a planet that's being so polluted, and it seems like in so many places, wherever people congregate, they could care less about sanitation or pure water or pure air, or these things aren't important, it seems like, to the majority of mankind right now. So whatever it's going to take, I guess life has its ways. There's only, sounds like, so much time left before whatever this physical stuff turns into, when it goes through a big change of not being anymore for however long it's already been. I guess it's going to be that long that it doesn't exist again until there's starting all over again. It just is amazing that somehow it's not being presented in a more huge way to man. Like, you see the TV stuff, and then we hear it's all controlled by what I guess you'd call the dark forces, and instead of it being used as a way to get people aware of the new presentation. I don't know if that's part of the AI stuff or what's going on, but it just seems like, what is it going to take? How many more lifetimes, or until people are ready to, what do you call it, change from just considering the physical and the emotional stuff in life, and that's it, paying attention to all these religions and the politics and the education that's being forced upon so many to convince them of they say is important, which seems to be full of untruths and deception. Anyway, it's just very interesting who right now, this little group, or whatever you would call it, out of all the billions, and the burden on us to see what we can do to share and care and present and get these projects happening right in the present.
Yeah, like Dwayne says, we're not obligated to do this. We just do it. It's just something, you know, it's something to do, and it just is, you know, what we're doing. So I'm corresponding with an acquaintance from the corporation, and it's interesting. Once in a while, he brings stuff up, and we have a little chat on email. And it's just interesting as I move, you could say, move away from what I had been into for 40 years in this corporation, how I see it every day. It's a little bit differently, the viewpoint, and how the people in the corporation see it basically the same way every day. They get their thrills from going to seminars and satsangs and real side experiences sometimes. So who am I to say? But anyway, we talked, and he says here, yes, we're slowly gaining recognition of what and who we are as soul and what God is. So it's interesting. he's starting to use like some of the terms that we use. Recognition. He never used that before, but he slipped that in. I know they don't use that in the corporation. So he says, yes, we're slowly gaining recognition of what and who we are as soul. But he's still using soul, the old term soul, unawareness. We as an unaware being, and what God is. So he's still using the God term too. So they have like a framework of knowledge, kind of a knowledge base that they work from, and they're not really willing to see more than that. Another one here is, Dwayne suggested I asked him, well, where are you going to go? What do you expect will happen when you pass on from this life, from the physical body? What will you be doing? He says, I know as soul, again, it's as soul meaning kind of like unawareness. I will be traveling. So he's still moving, soul travel idea or whatever, with the Mahanta, which is an idea, kind of an idea he's sticking to. And wherever I've earned to be, continue to unfold in my journey. So I know as soul, I'll be traveling with the Mahanta, and wherever I've earned to be, continue to unfold in my journey. So he's expecting the Mahanta, he's depending on this Mahanta idea to carry him someplace, you know, through to some kind of a, I guess you could say awareness. And again, it's an expectation. What is the Mahanta? It's an idea. He's traveling, meaning, you know, we see it as an isness, so it's a recognition. It's not a traveling anywhere. And basically, he doesn't know where he's going to be. He's just depending on this idea of a Mahanta to basically, you know, save him or show him, which is fine, but it's just, again, he has the opportunity from what he's heard from us to move on to something that he doesn't know, to something more expansive, and he's not willing to take the risk to do that. So, and I feel privileged to be here just to have the awareness to see this. So I'm sure you all too are, you know, there's a certain amount of gratitude here that we do see this.